Hi everybody, I'm Freya and today I'm here with Steele from Luminosity. Congratulations on qualifying for the ECS Season 5 Finals. Are you and the team looking forward to playing in London?
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, it's always a great tournament and a great pleasure to play in ECS, especially in London, because I don't know, at least for me, it's gonna be my first time in London, so it's gonna be special as always.
So at the Season 4 Finals in Cancun, we saw the team lose out in the group stages to Fnatic and Mousesports. How is the team preparing to return and go all the way this season in London?
ECS is always hard because it's only 8 teams and the 8 teams from each, like 4 teams from each region, so it's always on a great level. So it's super hard to play ECS finals, but I think this time we're gonna do a boot camp before going to the tournament, so maybe we're gonna be a little bit more prepared. It's hard to say if we're gonna do better or not because all the time Counter-Strike is like uh, getting better level, so it's hard to say if we're gonna do better now. What I can say is that we're gonna prepare for it.
Cool. So you managed to take down your fellow Brazilian rivals SK in a repeat of the Season 4 online matchup. How did it feel to beat your Brazilian rivals, and how did you manage to outplay the team?
It's always hard to play against SK. People are always saying that and like do not giving credit to us because they're not on their best shape, they're not on their best level, but this is only for the community, for the players. At least for me, this is how I feel. Playing against them, it's always gonna be hard, and like beating them, it's always gonna be a good thing for us. So to have that, to win both matches for the first time against them, it was super good for our confidence.
Yeah, definitely. Do you feel like you did anything differently in the matchups against them?
To be honest, no. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna tell from my perspective. Maybe
Yeah.
they were thinking that we were going to do some anti-strat kind of like game style, but we were just playing our game. So maybe because of that, they were afraid of doing things that they are used to do it, and because of that, because they were like overthinking about anti-strat and stuff like that, and we were doing nothing. Our game was like going well for us.
Cool. So as SK have been knocked out, you're the only Brazilian team to be attending the ECS Season 5 Finals. Do you feel as though you're currently on top in a team in Brazil?
Ah, of course not. Of course not. The best team in Brazil, the top team in Brazil, at least for now, it's gonna be SK because they won 2 majors. They won a lot of tournaments, especially last year. So it's not because they're having like a bad phase or they are in a bad form right now. That turns us to the better team, or I don't know, NTC or any other team from Brazil, the best team. They are just like they're always gonna be the best.
You also gave the unstoppable NRG a run for their money in a close 16-13 matchup on Train. What do you think you'll do differently if you face them again in London?
Energies has been so great this year. They are playing so great, and this happened like so fast. After like they put Ethan on their roster, they start playing so great. And to be honest, I do not know like how if it's just one player that is causing all this, but I don't like to keep thinking about this like before the match starts. So if we need to face them in the tournament, of course we're gonna study them, but I'm gonna leave that to my coach.
So you recently joined the roster, replacing Cello. How do you feel you've integrated into the team?
I'm integrating into the team super good because I was playing in a North American team before Luminosity, which is, at least for me, because English is not my first language, a little bit hard because to think about it, to communicate something like that, I need to communicate fast, like an execution or something like that. It's a little bit hard because it's not natural for me.
Yeah.
And coming back to a Brazilian team and having the chance to talk in Portuguese, to speak Portuguese again, it's a little bit easy. But the hardest part for me coming back to LG is that I'm back to the in-game leader like role, so I need to. Not now because I'm more used to it, but being the in-game leader is a lot different than being just a player because I have to keep like thinking in all their heads. I have to keep looking at my radar all the time. So this was the only issue that I had.
So as you spoke about, you attended ECS Season 4 with Team Liquid. Are you looking forward to having the opportunity to prove your ability against your old team this season?
To be honest, I do not think about this. Everyone knows that Liquid is like maybe on their best shape ever in Counter-Strike. So I know that if we have to face them, it's gonna be super hard. And if we beat them, it's gonna be super good. Not because it's Team Liquid, but because it's one of the best teams in the world.
So you came up against your old team in Team Liquid in your final game of the online season. Do you feel that there are any advantages or disadvantages when it comes to facing your old teammates?
I think, to be honest, it's an advantage for me because I kind of know how they play, because Nitro was my in-game leader, and they do not know how I call because I have never been their in-game leader. But they played so great that match. They were like playing a perfect Counter-Strike, and they crushed us.
And finally, who do you consider to be your biggest rivals coming into the finals now that fellow Brazilian rivals SK have failed to qualify?
Is Astralis in the tournament?
Yes.
To be honest, I do not know if we have a rivalry because, I mean, we do not usually play against European teams, so we have no European rivalry. And I cannot tell like a North American rivalry, but I can tell the toughest opponents for us, which I think it's gonna be Astralis, because they have been playing such a great Counter-Strike lately. But I cannot say if we have like a big rivalry. I can only say the biggest opponents.
So you think Astralis will be your toughest competition?
Yeah, I think Astralis will be the toughest opponents because they have been so consistent lately, and they are showing the world like a beautiful Counter-Strike.
Cool, so thank you very much for your time and good luck in the finals.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, thank you for watching. You are fantastic. You're probably a subscriber. That's good. That's very good. Now we have got a lot more ECS content ready for you to consume. Over here, we've got recap videos. And over there, we have highlights of the best plays of the Counter-Strike action here at ECS. Make sure you check it out.